Well, the leadership of the Zongo community in the Ashanti region says it is unimpressed with the work of the Inner City and Zongo Development Ministry. The community heads observe that little has been achieved in the communities in terms of development and improvement in the livelihoods of the people since the ministry was established. They believe the Zongo Development Ministry could do better to transform these Zongo communities if education is prioritized and locals are involved in the planning process. Now, Prince Apia has more on the subject.
The Zongo communities in Ghana are one of the largest but underdeveloped areas in the country. President Akufo-Addo, on assumption of power, instituted the Inner City and Zongo Development Ministry in fulfillment of an election promise to address the situation. 3.5 years down, the target communities in Ashanti region say there's little to write home about development spearheaded by the ministry. Chief Osman bin Ahmed speaks for the Sarkin Zongo of Kumasi.
Yeah, that I am not impressed with what the Zongo minister is doing, because I can see that the Zongo ministry is only in Accra. I said it and I'm saying it right away. They need to also come to us to know the requirement. What do we need? What does our community need? You cannot sit down in Accra dictating for us what have they ever said, because in the whole of the country there's no community like the Zongo community of Ashanti region. When and where have they even sat down to know what we want? We are not politicians. I'm not, but I say things the way it is. Everybody knows me to say things as it is. We need him to also come. The president has set up the Zongo ministry to tackle the problem of the Zongo community. Ask him, has he ever come, or the ministry, or in the Sarkin Zongo said it to his delegation when they came and visited him. I am also standing here today to tell you that we are not happy with the Zongo ministry, because it's high time they come to us to know the requirement of our people. We also need to see our people being taken to go and read medicine, and when and where have they come to sit down with us to access what we do. You cannot decide something from the top and then impose it on us. It doesn't work. You need, if you want to settle our problem, come and sit down with us. What is that? What do you want? The situation is different. What pertains is area A possibly is not what area B wants. So I'm using this opportunity to tell the ministry that yes, the president is good, he is thinking for us, but I can tell you the Zongo ministry is always operating in Accra.
Chief Osman made a comment when ex-president John Mahama donated a mini bus and 50 bags of rice to the Zongo youth. He says the Zongo community appreciates such gesture, but emphasizes support, especially for higher education, must be the focus.
We can see it's very good, but as a leader, we would like to have more of a scholarships for our people. The community is backwards. When I say backwards, if you compare it with other communities. But we always say that in any community where there's education, there's development. So I will plead that we need vehicles. Yes, we need vehicles, but we need a situation where our youth can also be taken to places like Cuba to go and read medicine, to come and help the community, where they can go and read engineering, where they can go and read any courses that at the end of the day will come and develop the community.
The vehicle donation by former President Mahama is in fulfillment of a promise he made to the people in 2016. National Coordinator for NDC Zongo Caucus, Alhaji Mohammed Mama, presented the items on his behalf.
You could see he has started. This is for the Zongo youth. He has promised and fulfilled. And these are the beginning. He's going to do more than anything that he can to help the Zongo youth. The Zongo is our next agenda. Actually, it's next agenda to help every Zongo youth to be more than where he is today.
Meanwhile, the Zongo Youth Association is advising members to adhere to the ban on social gathering to mark the end of the 30-day Ramadan fasting. Mahmoud Alhaji Abdullahi Charlie is chairman.
We should stay, as they said, social distances, and we should try to be wearing our masks.
Prince Apia reporting. My bro.